What is going on, everybody? Adrian here. Welcome back to the Twitch channel. Oh my god, it's been a long time, right? Okay, so what are we doing today? We have a new MMORPG to check out for the CBT European version, North American version. It is called Eternal Magic, and I'll talk a bit more about the MMORPG, what it is, what it's promising to do. This is, of course, the closed beta test phase. And there's no NDA. I've checked with the developers, so everybody who has gotten in is free to check it out. Eternal Magic is a 3D MMORPG. Pretty much standard there. And it is released in China already. The graphics are... it's really funny because when I covered this for news on my YouTube channel, somebody said something like, oh, this game reminds them a lot about Runes of Magic. And if you go look at Runes of Magic, the assets are pretty much the same. We'll explore that later on. We are now at the class and character creator. There was 2 servers you saw on the CBT main screen, and that was EU and NA. If you want to play the Chinese version of this game, which is where the game was made in China, you have to go download the other version. There's also a Russian version, so there's 3 versions in total. We have Nick Scryer in chat. Says, hey Nick, long time no see. I am back on Twitch. In addition to YouTube stuff. How you doing, Nick? And happy belated Independence Day to you. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes right now. We have Knight, and I believe we'll play an animation of all the classes as we cycle through them. Swordsman, Mage, Assassin. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can hear this, but unfortunately, the audio is so soft. Like I can't really hear the audio, in-game audio. I'll have to turn it up in-game. Finally, Priest, which I guess is healing. So Eternal Magic is going to be a PvP. It does have PvE and PvP, but PvP is going to be the main thing, right? So I'm going to go with Swordsman for this one because that looks pretty interesting. For character customization, let's see. I mean, right off the bat, you can tell the graphics. Another person said this on my YouTube channel that this could pass off as a mobile MMO, and it does look like it. Doesn't look like it take a lot to run. I'm gonna go with that guy. Hairstyle, definitely not the long hair. Please tell me there's something short. Yeah, that works. Do I have my usual customary white hair? I do not. And of course, you can try out the different outfits here and there. Okay, let's create a name and let's jump in. Free name change at level 10 to 30. Enter the game. So I don't know anything about the game's story. I don't know. I've never done the tutorial. I've only followed the development of it so far, and I bought one of the founders packs. There's 3 right now to get a guaranteed closed beta test access. The cheapest one comes in at $15 US. So hey, Nick says happy belated Merdeka. Says doing okay. Just did my braces not too long ago. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm afraid. I want to do them to get everything, in shape and in place. I'm just afraid of surgery tools entering my mouth. I have a weird phobia. Like, I can't handle needles to blood veins and stuff like that either. I can't. Okay, this is taking a while. Let's see if there's any proper cutscenes or some sort of story narration going on. For the closed beta test, there we go. Okay, control mode. There's 2 modes of control. One is the WASD and right mouse button to move, and the second one is the left mouse button to move position. So you do have a click to move position here, and I'll tell you why that's interesting. It's interesting because there is a MOBA PvP mode here where you get to play, if you're familiar with like Dota or League of Legends, then you can, play a mode of PvP like that. So it's one of 2 MMOs I know that has that mode. I'm going to go with the classic WASD and mouse because that's how I play my MMORPGs. So let's see what we got. Secret of the Barrier, glad to meet you. The response time of the Sparkling Wing Troops is impressive. Let me introduce myself. I'm the Knight of the Stigma Order and the commander of this fortress. You can call me Vera. Okay, it does have auto-pathing if you click that, but I am going to be moving around just to see what this game looks like. Well, it runs decent enough, I suppose. I mean, you can tell it's dated. Like, I'm not sure exactly when this came out in China, what year it came out in China, but you can tell it will run on lower end machines probably just fine. Hotbars down here for your skill attacks. Can execute that. Let's go ahead and see resolution. That's my resolution. What? Max players on screen. I think we can bump that up some more to 50 because there is 80 guild wars, like 80 player guild wars in this game, so you can have a lot of players on screen right now. Overall quality is superior. I'm running everything on max graphics right now. Sound is, there we go. That's what I was pissed off about. Everything just sounds so low. I'm going to turn that up. There we go. That's way better. Now I can change that in my Twitch OBS. Right, Nick says I had 9 tooth extractions so far. RIP. Oh my god. Did that hurt? Did that hurt? I probably do want to. Like, I gotta be honest, like, as an ex-smoker and somebody who drinks a lot of coffee, I am due a visit, like, really soon. Okay, let's get into game. Let's go kill some stuff. Let's follow the tutorial if there is one. We simply block several nearby checkpoints and no one knows what we are doing here. If you want to know something, ask away. Is the barrier indestructible? Yeah, it feels like they've just skipped us out of the sort of intro tutorial and just put us into the CBT. So, as per usual, I don't know what the story is going on. I don't know what the story is. So, let's just go ahead and move this along, and then we'll check out some combat and hopefully get far enough where we can actually try some PvP, because that's what this game is all about. Primarily, it has PvE, but I think PvP is gonna, you know, be the top one. Do you know Angelina, famous pet expert? So there is a pet system in here. I don't know if that's what we're gonna be starting with. Hunt boar, collect samples of boar. There we go. All right, so I'll let this person or whoever it is do their combat first. Let's see what combat looks like. Yeah, and if I did not mention already, for the CBT, you have to pay to get access. OBT, I'm not sure, but when the game launches, whenever that is, I'm hearing 2020, then it's going to be completely free to play, which means you will have a cash up right up there, and we'll check that out in a bit. All right, boar. Let's see what combat in Eternal Magic looks like. Bit of a delay there. Let's do that again. I am playing from Malaysia, of course, so on the American servers, my latency is gonna take a hit. And these level 1 boars die pretty quick. I mean, it's okay. It's not gonna blow you away. It's a typical tap target game, I suppose. Look, wild wolves are wandering around in the forest. Let's kill this nasty pack of wolves and get some samples. So, kill boars and... oh, hang on. I've got better equipment. Knighted hood. Yeah, let's go check out our inventory. That's not I. Is that B? Yep, it's B. Character sheet for C, I'm guessing. There we go. Your usual character slots here. Custom appearance, so there's going to be a costume system, which is good to know. There are wings, because why the hell not? Asian MMOs love their wings. Currency. And then all your basic stats. Alright, check it in chat. Okay, what do we got? We got Razboy91. Hey, Razboy says, welcome back to Twitch. Good to be back. I have... it's a long story. Juggling YouTube, where I make most of my videos on, and Twitch is, it's hard. And I'm trying to get better at it, of course. It's one way to grow. So, yeah. I'm thinking about spreading that, and then somebody was talking me into, hey, maybe you should check out Mixer too, because this big streamer went to Mixer, and then suddenly all the gamers are like kind of going to Mixer, and I'm like, there's just too many platforms. I can handle like max 2. What I could have done, of course, was whenever I stream on YouTube, I could stream on Twitch at the same time. That was possible if you were not a Twitch affiliate, which is like the level below Twitch partner. Unfortunately, I am an affiliate, which means YouTube has this exclusivity terms of service whereby if you stream on Twitch, you cannot stream to anything else. No Facebook, no Mixer, no YouTube. And even if I want to put my VODs on YouTube after doing them on Twitch, I have to wait for like 24 hours. So Twitch is like a, you know, keep making things hard. So I'm trying to figure out a way to, alright, for certain things we'll do it on Twitch, and for everything else we'll do it on YouTube. Nick says, well, everyone's pain tolerance is different. I guess mine is still bearable. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Are you okay with blood donations? Like, can you handle needles in your veins and stuff? A barbarian stole one indicator. It's nearly worthless. So this is the intro tutorial part where it's just going to be teaching you the basics of combat. So far, I've had to kill just wolves and boars, and now we're learning how to get more skills. I see somebody in chat asking me, is this the spell blade? I believe so, yes. It's the second one below Knight. I did take it because of the single sword. It looks pretty awesome. I heard this is the toughest class to play. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, for me, with most MMORPGs, for me it comes down to more of the playstyle. I don't mind it if the difficulty is high, because there's always going to be a curve, and that makes the MMORPG more fun, which means when you do accomplish things like harder dungeons, or when you do something in dungeons, there's that sense of progression there. Okay, cool, I made that happen. Right, so skill progressions, your sword you'll unlock more skills at different levels, of course, and you got passive stuff as well, and then you got awakening, which makes sense, typical for Asian MMORPGs to do this. Leveling not reach, no, learning level not reach, and then at level 30 you'll unlock new skills as well. New items available in my bag. I can use that one. That's for level 10. I mean, it's pretty standard fare so far. And it's really empty. Where is everybody else? Like, am I the only one playing on North America server right now? I don't see anybody else. Like, let's open up chat. Yeah, that's like 3 other people in chat. Eternal Magic didn't really get a whole lot of marketing, I suppose, and plus you did have to pay to get into the guaranteed CBT access, so hey, that's something. On my hotbar, there is an F1 to F6 bar there. I'm just going to guess that's for pet skills. But so far so good. I like the response time. I was expecting my latency to be really bad with this, but it turns out definitely playable. It reminds me of those old sort of grinders, I suppose. I mean, if you dumb the graphics anymore down, and it reminds me of the old Moo games on the browser and other sort of Asian MMOs, like in the late 2000s, I suppose. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's up to you to decide. I mean, people love playing period MMOs that looks this way. Okay, we're moving on. Yeah, just don't ask me anything about the story. I've tried following it so far, but they just dropped this in without any sort of cinematic or introduction to the narrative, so I can't tell you any more about that. Back to the chat, what have we got? Sky Gary. Hi, Sky. He says, have you been streaming on Twitch lately? Been waiting forever on YouTube. No. My last Twitch stream, bro, was January of this year, I think. It was for something Guild Wars 2 related. I don't recall. But yeah, I've been meaning to come back and do more regular stuff here. The only thing is now to figure out what. Okay, barbarians are attacking the camp, so we are the reinforcements. Here's what I can tell you so far. The localization is decent. Again, keep in mind, this MMORPG comes from China, and it's gone to Russia as well, so they've had to do a third localization for English, and so far it seems to be alright. Ah, alright. You have your telegraphs on the ground for some enemies that shows you if you need to move out of the way or not. Okay, what else do we know about Eternal Magic? Based on the website, if you go check it out, you'll see like a panel showing some of the different features this game has. One of them is weddings, which you would think in an MMO wedding is pretty normal, right? You can wed either your real-life partner or something in-game. Weddings in Eternal Magic, apparently the two people will get some really pretty awesome benefits that both of them share, like increased buff or an increased stat or something like that. So I can only imagine when the game launches, people will be marrying each other for fun, obviously. Ooh, Apprentice Magical Hat. Different color, I'm guessing that's a higher rarity, and of course, not for me, but that one is. Alright, checking in chat. We have Menthy. He says, "Hi, Apple." Hey, Menthy. How you doing? Yeah, I hope you like the Oreen t-shirt, the giveaway that I did for Guild Wars 2. And for those of you watching that are not on my Discord, go get on my Discord, because I usually have giveaways there. And I just gave away a super rare Guild Wars 2 t-shirt. It's pretty awesome. Alright, what do we got? You've unlocked special skill. Left click, open skill menu. Okay. I can pick one. So you have specialization skills as well. Let's click show full descriptions, because I like to read that stuff. Flow of Fire. Imbues your sword with the essence of fire, increasing basic skill damage by 5%. Then you got Frost. Oh, that's cool. So now you can sort of mix and match that. Instead of just your basic weapon skills, you have your magic skills as well that you can pour in. I kind of like that. Let's try that out. Hang on. That's bound to my T button. So my sword is now imbued with fire, and that of course changes it, but that's that. You can't really see the difference, the increase it makes in combat, because these early level enemies die so fast, and the respawn rate, as Nick says in chat, is really fast. So there's no point even trying to A and B it. Oh, look, another player, Jaime. Right click to open interaction menu. Let's see what we can do with Jaime. We can check their details. Nope. What else? Add friend, create squad, invite to group chat, code, follow, copy name, view album. We can duel. Let's try duel. I've just set it down for a duel. Come on, Jaime. Or Heim. Let's duel for the stream. I'm being ignored. Just being social in an MMO. Sue me. Place is empty. I know, right? Hey, devs, if there's any Eternal Magic devs out there, hey, go to your Twitter, go to your Facebook, raffle off some CBT keys. Let's get some people in here. You want to test the game servers? Let's put it under stress. Let's get more people in. That's one surefire way to see how more people congregating on one map is gonna really handle the situation, because like I said, we do have guild wars in here, 80 versus 80 or something like that, which could be fun. I'm interested in the other types of modes, the open world PKing and whatnot, which I have no idea what level opens up. Top left of the screen, I've got something glowing at me here. What is this? Daily login? No, upgrade rewards. So every 10 or, yeah, every milestone level, you get a bunch of goodies, which are definitely improvements for me, so I'm going to go ahead and pick all those up. Okay, I got it. So to claim the extra stuff, I need to have like a royal benefits. I'm not sure what royal benefits is. There we go. You need to spend 450 gems or diamonds or whatever that is to buy royal privilege. If there's not enough Elirs, first they are purchased via Alipay. Okay, we'll get into the monetization stuff of this later on. Because it's the CBT, I believe everybody in here is given free currency to test on a daily basis. So it's not going to be that big of a deal. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, but that was some random resource on the landscape that I just picked up. Okay, can I... Yeah, I need to kill these guys. But meantime, let's go ahead and check in chat. Ooh, okay, Lube wants to duel. Let's do it. 3, 1, duel! Fire sword. So this is a mage that's just going to run behind me, and gonna use my PvP background and try and stay behind them as possible. Nope, KO. I'm down. I lost that. Both of us are level 5 though, so That was interesting. Good match finally. That is a mage class, and for me as a melee spell, whatever, closing the distance, and I'm trying to get behind her to fight. Lube says, check your mail. Ah, Eternal Magic team, the composition for Eternal Magic server. Welcome to Eternal Magic Wizardry World. I'm Alice, the event manager. I'm sure we'll get along well. I'll give you gifts pretty often. Not sure why I thought of fights. So, monetary gift of wealth, 8 Ellers, and these are all Ellers. Yeah, so if you bought one of the guaranteed sort of early game access packs, then these are sort of the in-game currency that you'll get, and you can spend it later on and stuff. Hey, I'm not sure what I clicked, but I'm auto running somewhere. Where am I going? Oh, I'm probably going to the nearest mailbox. I could be wrong. I'm gonna wait and see where this auto pathing takes me. Alright, I'm gonna check in the chat meantime while the auto path takes me somewhere. Nick says, personally, I don't do blood donations. Not really a fan of needles, but it has to be done. I hear you. I'm in the same boat. It even took me 3 shots to numb my mouth. Oh, man. Yeah, it did take me to the damn mail. Unbelievable. Alright, let's go ahead and pick everything up. Yeah, those are in my bag now. If I right click on it, does it consume? Yep. So these are the store currency called Ellers. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And of course I've got new stuff too. Magical hat, windproof outfit. Okay, back to the shaman so I can kill them. Okay, back to Twitch chat. We got Twin Dennis says hi. Hey Twin. Says down for it. How to get in? Two ways. One, you have to sign up for an account at 101xp.com, which is the name of the publisher, and then you could either purchase one of 3 sort of founders packs, if you will. The cheapest one comes in at $15 US, which at the moment is for a game like this, I don't know if it's worth that sort of price, but that's the cheapest way to get a guaranteed CBT pass, I suppose. Second option is the devs are randomly flagging all registered accounts for a chance to get a CBT invite. That is RNG, of course, so those are the 2 ways how to get in right now. Done. Problem solved. Come to shore then. I have something for you. Let's go meet Hannah. I'm on channel 1. What else we got? Super Charisma. I'm looking at the various UI. Oh, better equipment. Let's go and put that on. Hello, Hannah. We have a job, a real job. That's a pier ahead where barbarians step up camp. Okay, I spoke too soon about the localization. I said the English was pretty good for a Chinese/Russian MMO. But there's your first spelling mistake. Step up, they missed a T there. Guess what I found there? Found what? A werewolf. Alright, let's go kill him then. Catch up with Hannah while defeating Iron Wolf barbarian soldiers. Some might even say this will give you like really old school sort of WoW type vibes. Like, but again, I'm serious. Go check out this game called Runes of Magic. The similarities is pretty uncanny. How many more? One more? Yep, one more. And done. Let's kill this werewolf. Oh, Doggo. That's his name? Doggo? Doggo is what we call dogs. In a cute way, I suppose. Hey, Doggo. Hey, Doggo's dead. Oh, never mind. That wasn't a werewolf. This one is. So first solo boss battle, kinda. Waiting for my fire special ability. There we go. Hit T. And done. Yeah. It's easy. It's super easy. It's only the tutorial, I suppose. Oh, please tell me we're getting a nice cutscene or something. No. The Fade to Black was a cop-out, man. I thought we were getting some nice story cutscene. We're not. Okay, I suppose we're going through the portal to Veland. Alright, before we head in portal, I'll check it in chat then, I suppose. Skygar says, kinda looks like WoW. A little bit, I suppose, if you look at the color palette and, you know, some of the terrain graphics. I don't know. I mean, WoW has its own distinct look, right? This is, of course, a different engine, but I guess you could say there are similarities there, I suppose. Nothing to do with the gameplay, obviously. Twin says, oh, I know them from Era of Legends. Reminds me of Terra more than WoW, to be honest. Yeah, in some ways, I guess. I just wish it had sort of that Terra combat system, because I think when it comes to MMOs like this, tap target can sometimes can hinder the game a little bit, but implementing an action combat system is a lot more hassle, I suppose. Still early days though, still CBT. There will be an open beta, and then of course launch the game will be completely free to play. So if there's anybody watching this and you're thinking of jumping in, you can wait. You can just chillax for a while, watch the game develop, and then when it launches you can play it for free. Now I'm on the official Discord for this game as well, and the one main discussion I see there is just how pay to win it's going to be. I mean, let's not sugarcoat it. It's a free to play game which is going to launch as a free to play with a cash store, so there's always going to be that concern, is it going to be pay to win or not? And oh, please tell me it's a cinematic or a cutscene. There we go. Texture popping. Yay. That's not me. Oh, never mind. That was somebody else standing in front of me. Alright, I have to find Evelyn and report to him. Evelyn is a dude. Yeah, they're serious. I have to find Evelyn and report to him about what happened in Greenberg. Alright, let's go find Evelyn, the dude. Alright, this background music's decent. It's not bad. This area does remind me of WoW somewhat. A little bit of Stormwind. I get a little bit of Stormwind vibes. I guess this is the main hub. Let's open up the minimap here and take a look. Ah, map functionality. A lot of MMOs don't do this, and I like it. If you can hover over the different POIs and NPCs on the map and find them in-game, that is good. And you automatically move to them too, so that's nice. Okay. We'll check out the store now, since we have a break in the questing. We'll check out the game store, but first I want to check in chat. Twin says, Terra has fast and responsive combat, but Final Fantasy XIV has more consistency because of skill weaving and such. Basically better tempo, but slower combat. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I mean, Final Fantasy XIV for me, when I first jumped in, yeah, it took a long time to get going, right? Because the first, I would say, 20-30 levels of Final Fantasy XIV, you don't have all your skills, you don't even have your advanced job yet, but once you get to the higher levels, yeah, I can totally see what you're talking about there. And Twin says, Stormwind is cuter. That's an interesting way to describe Stormwind. Cute? I suppose. Okay, shall we check out the in-game cash shop? Let's do that. Let's see what's in here. Oh, great. The first thing that greets us is summertime bikini and hunky items. So main menu, we have consumables. What do we got? Stone of Prayer. What does this do? I have no idea what this does. Required material for the Cryptite Breakthrough and Pet Wishes. Lost me there. I have no idea what that means. Material for pet cleaning. Okay, yep. So the pet system in here is going to be important by the looks of things, so you can clean your pets. Hey, I've heard of all kinds of things, from feeding pets to evolving pets. That's common with a lot of MMOs, but cleaning pets, maybe Archage. I remember having to wash my Archage horse one time. I can't remember. That was a long time ago. Allows you to get an additional reward after completing the instance. So this is like a reroll coin, I suppose. You have a lollipop. Allows you to give a girl a lollipop as a present. Giving the present, you can increase her charm. Oh shit. Yes, we can buy lollipops to give to little girls, increase their charm. I think it's to give to another player, from the looks of it. I don't know. Yeah, but that's interesting. Cufflinks, give to a boy, so for girls it's lollipop, for guys it's cufflinks. Let's see clothes. Alright, this is an outfit, and the first thing that screams at me here is that these outfits have stats on them, so you have strength, agility, and intelligence. Oh, what was that? Fat Beaver LOL has just subscribed over in the YouTube channel. Thank you, Fat Beaver, who unfortunately, I know you're not watching this because I'm not streaming to YouTube at the moment, but someday when I port this over, you might see it. Yeah, some of these cosmetic outfits don't have stats, but it looks like the chest pieces have stats on them. Yeah, all the chest pieces have stats on them. I'm gonna keep my ailers for tomorrow or something, and I'll buy everything in the store. Mounts, there we go. We have mounts here. I'm gonna grab a mount just in case. Required level 5, pure love. What is that? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. So let's buy one of these mounts. Oh, I don't have enough. I've got 1,000. That costs 9,000. Never mind. Is there anything I can get? Cheapest one is like 1,002. I've got 1,001. Yep, I'll wait. But that's it in the cash shop so far. No gear, no equipment, no loot boxes yet. But there is those outfits, of course, which has that sort of stats on them. Okay, let me open up my journal. Let's track that. And let's go. Speak to Wing Avalon. Meantime, let's go back to Twitch chat, see what you guys are talking about. Twin says, then again, WoW has a more immersive world. The world maps feel more vast than Final Fantasy or Terra. Then again, Final Fantasy has better boss fights and enemy design, in my opinion. Two very different MMORPGs in terms of the aesthetic and style, but, you know, I guess I can agree with you there. I mean, that's why the two of them are sort of the top dogs, and they're the only subscription-based MMORPGs of the theme park generation that's still around and still doing well, even though everybody around us is saying, oh, Jabril Kills is now following the Twitch channel. Thank you, Jabril. Welcome to the Twitch channel. How nice to get followers on my first day back on Twitch after like 10 months away. Welcome to the stream, by the way. But yeah, Final Fantasy XIV, World of Warcraft, the only two subscription-based MMOs that can still go strong, still keep it going. Which, and I play both of them, which is great. You found a werewolf. The werewolf. Okay, there's a thing called a plague stigma, which is what this entire part 1 of the story seems to be about in the tutorial. Hey, I'm Susie. Lord Evelyn hopes that Susie will be your assistant. Is she my first pet? Mount and riding skills. Elves are the most educated creatures in the world. I beg to differ. They can help if necessary. You still need a horse. Find Tarrant, he'll teach you riding skills. Good, free horse, let's go. And to think I was just about to spend the free IRs I got in the store to get a horse. Okay, where are we now? In chat. Menthy says, a lollipop to give to a girl she would so she would want to marry you. If only that worked in real life, right? Just go to the candy store, lollipop. Hey, would you marry me based on lollipop?
How may I help you?
But yeah, I agree with you, Menthy. It should have been a ring. Alright, keeping the obstinate horses of Terrazia in check is not easy. Terrazia, oh gosh, that's a mouthful. Terrazia, let's go with that, is the name of this world in Eternal Magic. From the 30 mounts, alright, give me the quietest horse then. Alright, to get the horse, I'm gonna have to feed it, and I'm not doing anything right now. This is all auto stuff. He did that the first time. Let's do that again.
Hail, Commander.
Okay, let's see what the basic riding skill is. It's there, F9, so you can control it. Say hello to Evelyn for me. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and hit F9. Let's bring up the horsey. Wait! Damn it. Oh, never mind. It looks like you can ride your horse on the go while you're moving, so that's pretty handy. So that's your first horse that you get in Eternal Magic, and you get it for free too. So don't rush to the shop and buy like a really expensive one. If you can wait for it. Speed's not that bad anyway. Okay, next up, continue checking out the Barbarian Wolf Clan, which are connected to the Plague. Okay, let's go. Back to the chat. Jabril says, added you because I've been following your MMO updates on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. YouTube is sort of like the main hub. That's where I put out most of my reviews and my news videos, which the feedback has been absolutely awesome for these news videos. So thank you. If you guys are following me on YouTube as well and you guys watch that stuff, thank you very much. I love covering MMOs. I do that for professionally for my work. So anytime I can share knowledge about what's coming out or what new stuff is happening in the MMO world, I do it on YouTube, and you guys are really supportive with that. So thanks. Barbarians have come. Alright, so evil barbarians. Let's just go kill them. I'm trying to get to level 10 and see if there's any content that opens up at level 10. Say some PvP modes, some dungeons. Let's check the skill panel first of all. Let's see if there's anything else to unlock. Nope, next one's at level 8, which is one more level to go. And that's going to give me Frostblade, which sounds pretty interesting. I do have something here in my collections though. Brown Stallion. So you do have a mount collection panel, which is nice. And I'm sure later on there's going to be a pet collection too. Oh, some of these mounts are decent, I suppose. Holy Spirit Tome. And it tells you where you can buy it from or where you can get it from. Right now, because it's CBT, it's not that updated. But you have 8 pages of mounts to go through. So if you're like a mount hoarder or you're a mount collector, then I guess this is not bad, eh? Okay, what's the situation? Yeah, still to do with barbarians. Fair enough. Let's go deal. Jabril says, I'm hungry for a new MMO to play with the brothers. Just got tired of playing Albion online. Ah, Albion. Yeah. Like, Albion, I wasted my premium status there. Like, I subbed for like 3 months, I think. And then I just haven't found the time to go back yet. I was looking for a chillax guild, like a really casual guild that focuses more on crafting and playing the economy game, I suppose. And we move continents every once in a while. Unfortunately, all the crafting guilds are pretty hardcore in that sense. You need to log in every day. You need to go out on daily forages and crafting missions and whatnot. And I couldn't commit, so. Plus, I jumped between MMOs so often that I just didn't see the value in continuing that. And the thing with Albion, of course, if you can play for free, sure, but if you do not, if you don't have a sub, a premium, that is, you're just not going to accomplish very much very fast. One more. Tab target is not that responsive though. You have to like zoom out and see how many is on the screen before tab actually works. If you're zooming all the way, the responsiveness is kind of poor. Okay, that's done. Now if you're keeping an eye on my XP bar, which is right at the bottom, it feels like the last level going from 7 to 8 has been a lot slower. But it does feel like the leveling is fast so far. Leveling's fast. The combat is super easy in these early levels. I'm just wondering when that steep curve is going to come in. Because I suspect that will happen from these types of games. They usually tend to do. Please save my dad. Village attacked by villains. Sure thing. Take me there, kid. Yeah, I do appreciate the auto-pathing though, especially on stream, so I can talk to you guys in chat. Jabril says a lot of the bigger guilds are strict. I played Ultima Online with the leader of the Arch Alliance, so I have a guild easy. Just don't want to really play a mobile MMO. I hear you. Otherwise, what kind of MMOs are you playing right now? And for that matter, anybody in chat, what kind of MMOs or what MMOs are you playing right now? Yeah, if you guys saw my video on YouTube, I put out like all the upcoming MMOs coming to, or dropping content, launching, doing betas in September, and there's so many this month, a lot more. The one thing I missed though, if anybody has played this game called Skyforge, free-to-play MMORPG by my.com, been around for a while. It's just like a sci-fi MMO. They just released a new expansion today called Ignition. They have a new class out called the Firestarter, which is the first ever fire-based class in Skyforge. That's out today. And also today, Eternal Magic CBT, and then what's the other one coming soon? Population Zero, the survival MMO. Caravan Stories on the PS4, that's on September the 10th. 17th, Guild Wars 2, the prologue, Bound by Blood. And then we have Estelia on the 27th, and then Arcade Unchained on 30th. There's so much going on this month. It's pretty exciting, and a lot of people, you know, the feedback I got was like, oh, you know, majority of these are sort of Asian MMOs, and I can understand the frustration there. Some people like that, some people don't. For me, what I do, I have to jump into all of them without having that sort of bias, regardless of if I like a Eastern MMO better or a Western MMO better. It's my job to jump into all of them. So I've sort of developed this habit of looking forward to something without any sort of preconception or bias, which has made me enjoy games a lot more. Okay, I've just unlocked a new feature here called Rune Skills. Let's see what this is. You've unlocked a new tree of skills. Open the skill window. Okay, runes. I've got 3 so far. The first one's already unlocked, and this is going to be Flame Mantle. Fire Mantle deals 36 damage every sec. So this is like a dot for my class. The Spell Blade. Let's go ahead and learn that for 5,000 silver, I think it is. And I do have like 22,000 already, so that's not hard to come by at all. So let's go ahead and learn that one. Now that is on my queue, hotbar down there, so it does take up a bunch of things. You'll need your mouse, you will need your 1, 2, 3, 4, your numbers, and then of course you have your Q, and I'm guessing that's going to be R. And then your F1s to F6. You can rebind all your key mapping, of course, which is what I should do later on. Alright, left click and open to activate the first rune. Let's do that. So I've activated that one. Oh, runes actually have different stuff. So I've activated the cleanup rune, which when activated removes the effect of slowdown and the effect of paralysis, which I'm guessing will be very popular CC stuff that other players will throw at you in PvP. So you can unlock more of these runes and then swap between them anytime, like what I've just done there. Yeah, so that's how you swap between them. So I'm going to go with Fatality now. Damage plus 20% for my Haunt, so that's pretty cool. Okay, that sounds good. Kill more wolves? Let's do it. See, the one thing when I saw this game, I expected it to have a little more enemies to kill in your quests. So instead of 6, like what we're doing now, I expected to see, like, kill 18, kill 15... I'm just wondering if it's going to be a grinder sort of game, where if you don't want to quest at all, you don't want to do any of these mundane, boring stuff, that you can spend hours on the landscape just farming monsters. Is that a viable playstyle? I don't know yet. Yeah, pretty responsive gameplay so far, which I'm pretty happy about. Okay, back to the chat. What do we got? So I asked you guys, what are you guys playing? Twin Dennis says Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy... What just happened? Something happened? Did I just phase out? No. We're good. Twins playing Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy, and WoW Classic. 3 excellent games. WoW Classic has been phenomenal for me, and I've got a video about that coming out on my YouTube pretty soon. Jibril says, none really, just playing Red Dead 2 until Caravan Stories comes out. Red Dead 2, mwah. I got a PlayStation 4 recently, like recently, this week, and one of the games I have on the back catalog is, of course, Red Dead. But I don't know where am I going to find the time to play it. Razboy says, WoW Classic, awesome. What servers are you guys on for WoW Classic? I just read the news somewhere there's going to be like free transfers, and I'm thinking of moving servers to join some of my friends. Sister Juice 94 says, how was the population of this game? To be very honest with you, not good. Population is... it feels like there's less than 50 people on it right now. I mean, there's one person there, Night Luna. But otherwise, chat's been pretty empty. And when I first got on, there was only a handful of us in the starter area. And this is the tutorial place, by the way. We're just out of tutorial. I don't see a whole lot of people running on. Again, I put that down to a couple of things. I'm not sure if there's a lot of marketing done for this, and the fact that you have to buy one of 3 packs to get guaranteed CBT access could be hindering a lot of things. But the developers have said they will be giving away free CBT access. All you need to do is sign up for an account, and you may, RNG, randomly get flagged for access. Okay, 5 more werewolves to kill in this pumpkin patch, which sort of reminds me of a place in an MMO that I used to play, which is called Secret World. The Secret World. Whenever I see the pumpkin patch, I think of Jack-o'-lantern. What is that blue bird following me there? Hang on. VIP Nation has just subscribed on a YouTube channel. Awesome! Thank you, VIP Nation. I'll have to go to YouTube and say hi. Yeah, I'm really curious about that. That freaking blue bird thing over there. Like, I don't know if that is a sign or if that's another player messing with me. But that's twice now when I'm randomly killing things and this huge-ass blue bird just runs across the screen. Boom, that's done. Alright, let's go look at Phoenix Village and back to the chat. Twin says, basically, the only reason I do not play most Eastern MMOs is the performance issues that come with a rushed release and the lack of attention to optimization. Really good points. We'll tackle that in a second. Okay, good. We have in-game sort of cutscenes here. Oh no! Poor Nancy. Death by werewolf. Nice looking village. Oh, hang on. Better equipment. All carving is better. Yep, equip that, please. Yeah, I do like that. We have new stuff here. Hang on. I can pick a title right now, which is good. Newcomer. I'll go with that. That's done. Next up, bag. New items available. Broken magic crystal. I'll keep that. Guild. Guild functionality has just been opened to me. So you can search for a guild name or a guild ID. Or you can join one of these guilds. CBT, Storm Legion, Crovert, King's Road. So we do have a bunch of guilds popping up right now, which is okay. I'm going to try one. I'm going to try and join a guild just to show you guys what that looks like. Oh gosh. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which guild should I join? No ho. Never mind. Let's go with CBT. It has 25 members in there already, so I'm going to apply. So you have to apply and... Yep, in chat, which I'm not sure if I can move. No, I can't move. Yep, I'm in guild. What is this? I've been sent an envelope. Alright, some of these systems are still new to me. I'm trying to figure out what they are. You have new 7-day goals. Take time to look at your rewards. Okay, cool. So you do have in-game rewards for doing different things. Joining a guild, that's going to give you guild investment, 100 guild contribution. I guess your guilds have its own progression system. I could be wrong, I'm just guessing. Make a sacrifice time, I have no idea what that is. Okay, let's... G for guild, nope. O. Nope. Where is my guild menu? It's J. Alright, so guild menu. Here we go. Guild level 1, ID. You can see all your members. History. Glorious battle. Aha! So guild PvP, attack and defense, diversion. And there's information about what these PvP modes are. Teams are shuffled at the start of the event. So yeah, guild versus guild is going to be a big thing for Eternal Magic because that's one of the things that they were pushing out. They were marketing really heavily. Races, secret order, battle simulation, capture the flag, it says there. No, capture resources, convoy. Blessings, I suppose if you're the guild leader and you have blessing points, you can put them into different things. So it's a fairly in-depth guild system, which I hope more MMOs, modern MMOs, make use of because it gives everybody a shared purpose, and I do like that. Okay, we've seen what we needed to see. Let's move on. Alright, back to Twin, your point about Eastern MMOs and optimization. Yeah, really good points because a lot of them run on Unreal Engine 3, which is super popular in Korea because there's a huge database built on the back of it for MMOs, and it's easily accessible. It's cheaper as well. Compared to doing something on, let's say, a more modern Unity-based MMO, or something on the Hero engine and all your more expensive engines, which really requires a huge publisher to take over financing, right? For Unreal Engine 3, like I said, it's more easily accessible for a lot of developers, and unfortunately, some games, when you think of like games like Terra, for example, or other Unreal Engine 3 games, they have to spend a lot more money to build or change the system more to accommodate what they want to do with their own combat systems, with their world exploration. Is the game going to have a flying mount system? And if they do, there's a lot of things that needs additional tweaks, and then it comes down to the budget. So if you're just going to build a carbon copy MMO on an Unreal Engine 3 game and not do anything else, you're going to have a lot of issues like optimization and tearing, and then, you know, I think the best example will be something like Blast Online, where, you know, at launch you saw all those issues, and people have been saying, you know, they should have done Unreal 4, they should have changed the engine. I don't think they had the budget for that. So, but a lot of those MMOs suffer from the same issues. Terra as well. Terra has a lot of optimization issues for me. So I'm on fire. It just took me a while to realize that. I got my ass handed to me and I was on fire there. Use it in battle, release it, and defeat your enemies. So now I can begin awakening. I have a new skill, hit U, and I am now awakened, I suppose, with my fire powers. How do I know if I'm using my special powers or not? I guess the big glowing sign is the symbol. I am on fire. And my health is going low too. I'm going to hit F2 to use a potion. Oh man, I wish my Spellblade had a bit more AoE. I think I do. Done. Alright, big boss, let's go. You and me. That's a pretty cool skill, that. I like that. Right, man, that's a lot of things going on. So you have your rune skills, you have your specialization skills, your hotbar weapon skills, and then you have some inner power skill to unleash, like being on fire. Interesting so far. What I'm probably going to do is roll some of the other classes and see what sort of gameplay they have, especially some of the casters maybe. Can you cast while moving? Or the sharpshooter, can you shoot while moving? Okay, so that's done. Let's go find Susie. But hang on, there's an event distributor right here. Nope, nothing here. Wait a second, that wasn't taught to me in any tutorial. So I just double tapped W. And that was a dash button. I'm pretty sure that was a dash. So if you look at the top right underneath my nameplate there, I have one white bar that's slowly refilling up right now. Okay, I'm going to use double tap forward again. There you go, there's a dash. Game didn't tell me that. I could have won that duel earlier if I knew there was a dash. Close the gap between me and that mage. Yeah, I'm thinking PvP right now. Let's go and talk to Susie, shall we? Alright, back to the chat. Where are we? Twin says, I prefer mob grinding than questing sometimes. Yep, fair play. We all like what we like. I can do mob grinding for a little bit, and then after a while I just need to... I need some story in my life. Story's a big part of MMORPGs for me. To help buy into the world and understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to Veland. Twin says, so far the only one really good MMO that I've played that is worth the time is Blade and Soul. Blade and Soul, I don't have too many memories of it. Like, I recently came back for one of their Hong Moon updates. Something Hong Moon, I forgot the name of the update. But I just forgot everything. I have like a level 50 there, I just totally forgot how to play it. But, you know, when it first came out for the West, it was like super fun to play. At least in terms of performances. Twin Dennis, it used to be worse, but they actually did a good job so far. I mean, I'm happy that that game's still going, because it's an NCSoft game for Western markets. Blade and Soul is, and it's still pretty popular, I think. But I don't think it has the player base that it once had, like close to launch. Doesn't stop people from enjoying it though. I'm just happy that it's still around, considering it is an NCSoft game. Okay. So far, what I'm getting, I've just saved 2 villages so far.
I like your outfit.
If there's a pet nearby, then I do not feel lonely. Yeah, I'm waiting for the pet. I'm level 11 now. I still haven't got my first pet. There we go. Spoke too soon. Receive pet. Muni will be quite happy to help in the adventure. Let's see what Muni is. Oh no. No, no, no. I said pet, not a little girl. This is giving me Astelia vibes already. Like Astelia, which is also launching this month, has a pet system where when the first thing that comes to your mind is like, okay, little baby elephants and little tigers and, you know, things that will fight you and your beasts or whatever, but they all ended up being like little girls. So it's like there's a okay, never mind. Let's go ahead and look at our new pet. Mooney, you can rename her. Actually, yeah, you can rename your pets if you want to. First generation, it says. Parameters is ice, so Mooney deals regular ice damage. Magical pets possesses various useful skills. They excel at dealing damage and healing, so your pets can deal damage and heal you, and these are their skills right here. Can I drag and drop them? Nope. So I guess it will be automatically done by the pet itself. And they do have gear too. Armor, collar, pendant, soul pact. You can lock the pet. Alright, cool. So the pet is now out and about. Oh, that's really small. That is a small thing. Like, for size comparison. Yikes. Alright, let's go see what else we have here. Pet exchanger. What is this? Bun. Okay, by the way, I have another quest. Yeah, I'll pick that up first. Find an equipment enhancement. Alright, now we're getting to the good stuff. More systems and features. We just got pets, and now we're looking at gear enhancement, which is another popular gear progression system that Eastern MMORPGs love to have. Let's find out how RNG based that's going to be. I want to look at other pets. Or look at some of the other pet stuff. Letting pets go. Upgrade pet qualities. How do we do that? Mooney. Right, so this is a fixed pet, so I can't upgrade that. You do have a pet hostel too, from what I saw. It looks like you can drop and drag sort of pets in your stable or whatnot in case you get too many. Pet researcher. I want to see a screen that shows me all the available pets in game. That would be pretty helpful. Fortunately, I don't think there is such a thing, so oh well. Okay, in that case, let's head on over to the Enhancement Master. Oh, never mind. Here it is. This is the pet collection screen. Let's take a look. There's 6 pages of pets. You have everything from Flora, Flying Pigs, Piff Paff, Chick, Ebu, and BB. And some of these names. But yeah, there you have it. Not all little girls, so I'll take this back. So you do have your cute little critters and whatnot. Again, they all have their different parameters. So fire, ice, frost, that kind of thing. Plus individual skills. Alright, back to the chat. Jubril says, still waiting for Lost Ark. Hey, from, you know, the Reddit for Lost Ark says that the Russian CBT is end of September. I mean, if you can play through the Google Translate and actually get VPN to bypass all their stuff, it actually doesn't take a Korean phone number for verification like the Korean version does. The Russian CBT won't do that. So if you guys absolutely cannot wait, then maybe jump into the Russian CBT. My only concern with Lost Ark, actually there's 2 concerns. One is that by the time Lost Ark comes out, my hype is gone. Because there's going to be so many games and MMOs and expansions coming out from now to 2021, which is when I suspect Lost Ark is going to be released in the West. That when it comes, I'll just be like, meh. It's kind of like Star Citizen. When Star Citizen first announced, the Kickstarter and everything, I was like super hyped. Now I'm just like, whatever, you know? I'm slowly starting to feel the same way about Ashes of Creation too, sadly, because I love Ashes. I love everything about it in terms of what they're trying to do for MMOs and the various systems and how people, the players, we are going to be organically changing the world as we play. That sounds so cool, but my interest has just been waning. The longer it takes, the longer it takes. The thing is, MMO development take a long time, but in the case of Lost Ark, it's already out. It's just a matter of finding a damn publisher, translating the game for localization, and then putting it out. Second concern is that it's going to be pay to win, because there's a lot of things going on in Lost Ark Korea right now with the cash store at endgame and endgame progression that is apparently very advantageous for players who do spend money, which normally doesn't bother me at all, but just in general, when a game has a very heavy pay to win reputation, sometimes that negatively affects a lot of different assets or facets of the game, community, and because of that, the developers will have this sort of domino effect of, okay, should we then spend more money elsewhere, or because people are buying this stuff, should we then focus less on making new content that actually means something and instead make new content in the store, you know? Double-edged sword, that. Okay, let's see. Star level improvement is divided into 4 categories: elite, rare, epic, and legendary. Different materials are required for each stage. I can't speak tonight. So let's go ahead and upgrade something. Okay, select an equipment to upgrade. I'm going to do my outfit here. And this is how you upgrade. You can upgrade for free if you're below level 60. Nice, I like that. Oh, but you do need the resource though. Like, I don't have light leather with me right now, but you can buy it at the auction house. Oh, and of course, clicking on it automatically moves you to the auction house, so I should have done that. I'm gonna do my weapon then. Just for the extra damage, let's do that. That's gonna take copper ore. I don't have that, of course, so let's go ahead and hit free upgrade. Yep. The game gave me free materials because this is sort of like part of the quest. Wow, I can keep going. Yes. No, I think it's done. I'm out. Max upgrade. I am now a rare 4-star rune sword. So I probably wasted that, but who cares? I'm just showing it off. That's basically your system. Okay, onward to the next lesson for Eternal Magic, and back to the chat. Jabril says, Estelia is the one where you buy to play, right? Yes, that's Estelia. which is also pretty pricey. I think Estelia is going to be $40 for the cheaper standard package for North America and EU, and that's with all the Astals, all the little companions that you collect. Twin says Estelia, I think they should make it free to play with cosmetic cash shop, just like Guild Wars 2, because I doubt people will break through that paywall that easily. Yeah, I see your point. It's just hard. It's going to be hard for Estelia because brand new publisher, Bronson and EA, nobody has heard about them. In fact, if you do a poll right now, even after they had 2 CBTs, people still don't know who made Estelia. It's Studio 8 and Bronson and EA, unfortunately. So in Korea, it's sort of decently known, but over here in the West, nobody knows who they are or where they come from. They just know it's another Korean MMORPG that's launching in the West. The problem with Estelia going free-to-play in the West is it doesn't have a strong IP pull. Like, for example, Guild Wars 2, the reason they can get away with it is because Guild Wars, the first game, you know, they have a core following, and people know the brand. People know ArenaNet, they know NCSoft, they know Guild Wars. So Guild Wars 2, going by to play, it came out at a time where the MMORPG genre was screaming for something like that. So they're happy to, you know, keep doing that. Elder Scrolls Online, again, IP pull. Everybody knows Elder Scrolls. Everybody knows Skyrim. It's easy for them to get away with it. For a brand new IP like Estelia that nobody knows, if you go free to play, it's just gonna sink. Like, it doesn't have a special. It doesn't have that special thing. So with going buy to play, it slowly sort of builds up that, okay, so this is what it's about. And if it is going to be 100% no pay to win, then hang on. I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing the right stuff here. Use the teleportation circle to go back to Stigma. Okay.
Godspeed.
I'm not sure what I was trying to click there. But yeah, what I was saying. Estelia, buy to play, they have to get the no pay to win thing right, because if they actually pull it off, I think by virtue of word of mouth, people will start trusting them, and trust is a really rare commodity for a Korean MMO that wants to go non-pay to win. Twin says I played the CBT and it had performance issue. Yep, CBT 1 for me, Estelia. Lots of stuttering, lots of similar issues to Ion and Terra, if you will, because they're almost carbon copy. Again, Unreal 3, it looks exactly the same. Okay, to train with me. What was that? Dimitri Nightwish is subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thank you, Dimitri. Or I'll thank you when I see you. Because the funny thing is, I get alerts for that on my Twitch, but I'm not actually streaming to Twitch. There's nothing going on Twitch right now. I mean, on YouTube right now. Alright, new passive skill. Let's go ahead and get Immortality. That sounds good. And I have a second rune skill that I can unlock right here. I'm not sure what I want. Cold Knife or Fire? I'm going to go with Fire. Boost your crit. Nope, can't do that. That one? Yep. So I can do Cold Knife and, of course, unlock some runes for that. So each individual one will have runes. E, Q. Cool. I think PvP in here is going to be quite fun, simply because of the level of build choices that you have in terms of how to build your class and dominate in PvP or in GVG. That might be fun. It almost reminds me of Guild Wars 2 in a way, because you have a really in-depth build creator in terms of mixing and matching your traits and then your specializations, and then when you take it to SPVP or World versus World, you have a lot of flexibility to play how you want to play. Of course, there's always going to be a meta, which simply means the best output build for every class or profession, as it's known in Guild Wars 2. And here, it's too early to figure out what the meta is for PvP builds, so we'll just have to keep playing. Jabril says pay to win was probably the only reason I never got back into Black Desert PC. Oh man, funny story. I get shit every day for covering Black Desert on my channel. People like, how dare you cover a play to win game? I'm like, hey, it's an MMO, it's news. I'll cover, you know, if it falls under that jurisdiction. Black Desert Online, look, you know, the pay-to-win stuff, or the pay for advantage, or pay for convenience, whatever you want to call it, okay? You cannot deny that you can, you know, buy advantageous stuff in there. It's optional, of course, but it's never going to leave that. And when anytime people says anything about that, about it having advantages or pay to win, you know, there's a lot of people who will fight you saying, no, it's not pay to win. You don't know the definition of pay to win. We're just calling what we see is happening with BDO. You can buy stuff in there that's gonna, you know, make your life easier. So it is what it is. People hate it. People love it. You'll find all kinds of people on BDO. If they're winning and they're happy just to throw, you know, thousands of dollars to win in PvP, you know, to be the #1 PK or ganker in the server, then that's how they have fun. And I'm not gonna shit on it. It's not what I want to play, but. And the thing is, you know, you have all these people hating on pay to win, saying game will fail if it's pay to win and whatnot. BDO is one example of pay to win is strong in the Force, because not only are they still popular, arguably the most popular Korean MMO in the world, but they're also expanding. Like, in the last 12 months, they've gone to Xbox One, they've gone to PlayStation 4, they've done BDO Mobile, and like I said, the last platform is the Nintendo Switch. So they're not dying, they're expanding BDO, which is pretty funny. Alright, let's kill some spiders. Finally, some diversity in my enemies. So far, all I've had are werewolves and other things. Okay, kill the big one. This goblin that's talking to me, his name is Jack. I'm gonna use my super fireball power now. It, of course, has a gauge. As you can see, 84, 83. Boom. That's real fun. Even though it looks kind of dated, I like the combat system with how much freedom I have to build my skills. By cleverly using your pet's awakening skill, you can gain an upper hand. Pets slowly accumulate rage during battle. When it maxed out, they can activate a powerful awakening skill. Every pet has its own awakening skill. Masterful use of awakening skills will let you defeat them. Okay. Oh, okay. Luna Flex. Get him, Pat. So there's my little pet doing something. She just sang something in my headphones, and the spider died. So, hey. Different pets will do different things, I suppose. Oh, finally! Alright, so that's that. We've just learned how to make use of our pet's ability, but they have to have a rage meter done, so your pets will follow you in combat. But unlike in Astelia, where you actually have to proactively use your pet's abilities on your hotbar, in Eternal Magic, you have to consume your pet's rage, so it's almost a passive thing, and then use your one powerful ability. So, alright, now it's getting fun, because there's lots of things to juggle. You have your pet skills, your rune skills, your weapon skills, your specialization skills, and then you've got your god meter gauge thing there, so I like that. Alright, let's go to the graveyard with Jack, and meantime, let's go back to the Twitch chat. Alright, sorry guys, I kind of skipped a lot of things here. Let's head back up and see. Jabril says, man, I played the shit out of ESO before they changed the champion ranks and farmed every class to level 30. So I was auto champion rank after a patch, then never played. Yeah, I did not play ESO before when champion ranks were the thing. I came after they introduced your CP stuff, which was post 1 Tamriel, I think. So, do you still play ESO though? Or are you planning to come back? So instance, in Final Fantasy, they have a PvP event where you get marks for wins and losses. They have such amazing outfits as rewards, but Oh, but I will tell you, when I was reviewing Final Fantasy XIV, when I did my like 2-month review process on YouTube, I tried to get into the PvP, man, but because of the level that I was at, slowly getting from 30 to 40, and at the time, I think PvP was only unlocked to you if you hit like level 50 or something like that. So all that build up for me to wait and go check out PvP took a long time, and when I finally got there, it just did not feel good in a way. I don't know, it just felt underwhelming to me. So I've never done a whole lot of PvP in Final Fantasy XIV. Okay, we're clearing grave spiders, so more spider killing, which is totally fine. That's my ice skill that I'm using for the first time. So it's just a matter of now managing your sort of mana bar, I suppose, because you do have a lot of executable skills now. So when one's off cooldown, use the next. So here's what I'm gonna do just to shake things up. I'm gonna change my yeah, I'm gonna go to mouse mode now. So let's try play mouse mode, and let's play like a Diablo game, like a top-down ARPG. Let's see. So this is what Eternal Magic lets you do, and hey, you know what? It's actually decent. Now it's starting to feel like Guardians of Ember, another MMORPG. It feels responsive enough. The problem is my MM mouse is pretty heavy, so I don't have a lot of control here. But hey, yeah, you know what? I'll take that. This is actually not bad. In fact, I prefer this mode because you get to see all the enemies that you need to kill or NPCs that you need to talk to, and then when there's going to be big guild versus guilds, I think this is the best perspective to view matches or to view fights from. Okay, on where we go. Let's go talk to Jack. Back to the chat. Or I'll scroll down and read the latest one. Twin says, in the Force indeed. May the Force be with you. Sortor, anybody play Star Wars The Old Republic here? New expansion coming next month, which I'm excited for. Jabril says, I kind of want to go back and try Guild Wars 2. I bought 2 of the discs a while back. Discs. I can't remember the last time I said discs. But, yeah. You should totally come back to Guild Wars 2. I mean, you know, right now the community's kind of split. Like, I'm an official Guild Wars 2 partner, but, you know, one of the cool things is we partners get to be completely neutral in our stances, so we're free to critique the game, you know, within means and reason. And right now the community is really split because their latest announcement didn't do a whole lot for Guild Wars 2 end gamers. So if you're somebody who loves world versus world, loves your structured PvP, love your raids and dungeons, then where Guild Wars 2 is currently at in terms of their development roadmap, I don't think they've done enough to appease those players. But for, you know, more casual players, living world story players, just PvE players in general, I think they're okay with what's going on. It's just the rating side of things. It's just not happening fast enough for Guild Wars 2. So it depends what kind of player you are, but it's always nice to return because, you know, if you bought the game in the past, everything is free for you, except future expansions, of course. So. Alright, let's talk to the Fire Beast and ask for a vessel. Alright, ooh, Lalu, where am I? You don't look well, did something happen? The spirit strength, uncontrollable, so hot. I'm going to sunder. What? Repeat. Uh-oh, what's happening? Okay, fire elementals, let's kill them. I'm gonna use my ice skill because I can. One thing I would like from Eternal Magic so far is have the ability to remove the UI elements. Like right now, the dialogue screen is just kind of blocking the gameplay And now that I've moved to this perspective of top-down ARPG style gameplay, I'd like to be able to move UI elements around. I've gained a Chaos Crystal. Cool. New challenges unlocked. Let's take a look at what they are. Okay, Dark Gold Challenge. What is this? Description. AoE attacks requires level 0 instant round acting skills that boss evaded from. Complete the challenge, you'll receive a reward. Is this some sort of a... Oh. Okay, it's taking me to an instance, I'm going to guess. Where the hell am I? Talk to the challenge master. Okay, I'm a little lost. So challenges are a thing. Let's see what they are. Make your choice now, AoE attacks. Dodge enemy attacks and win. Well, that's just great because I'm a melee class. All right, let's kick his ass. There you go. Okay, let's see when he's about to go. There we go. Get out. With the double tap dodge. Yay! Done. So that's a challenge. Oh, we're still... Oh, okay. That's a wider pool. I took damage there. Bar's almost filled. Hey, I got out of that. Okay, that was one. I did. Okay, that's BS. Let's go further this time. So that's what challenges are about. Your basic skill challenges. You got different ones. I saw AoE, which is the one I just did, and that's given me a new skill called Extra. Snake Bite. Ice magic taunts the target, forcing it, and I can use that here. Oh my god, how many skill trees is the game opening up for me? This is like the 5th panel of skills I'm opening right now. So you have a lot of choices here. I've got either Snake Bite or Lizard Bite. Well, since it's PvP, I'm gonna go with the Lizard Bite. That's gonna lock them into a school of magic, so that sounds interesting. And that's G now. Yeah, I'm totally gonna need to remap my entire hotbar skills. That's that. Let's get out of here. And then you've got Magical Merchant as well. You can dismantle items. Let's try that. I'm using a way better sword now. Let's see how dismantling works. Equipment is a rare 4-star dismantle. Yep, why not? And I'm gonna receive Stardust, which I have.
Bye.
Standard fare that. So that's pretty interesting. It's something to do, I suppose, if you can just break that questing monotony, jump into some of these challenges once in a while. I am now waiting for PvP to open up. I want to know what level that becomes open. I'm not sure if there's going to be like battlegrounds or something like that, but that would be fun if they do indeed have battlegrounds. I've just picked up a riding saddle instant. Allows you to instantly call the horse outside of PvP zones. Okay. Cool. Alright, chat, let's catch up. I see that moving. Twin says, Jeremy Adrian, I need to learn how to make gold in Guild Wars 2 because I want to unlock Season 1 Living World with DLCs with it. Any tips? Ooh. Honestly, if you got the time, just run the Silver Waste farm for about 4 hours, 5 hours. Or spread them out over a couple of days or maybe a week in max. They just had a sale for the Living World season, unfortunately. Oh, the problem is you want to unlock Season 1. Unfortunately, Season 1's over. Like, Season 1 is the only Living World season that you cannot buy from the gem store. You can buy Living World Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, but Season 1's gone. Like, even I joined Guild Wars 2 after Season 1. I have not played it, but I've watched, you know, some of the recaps on YouTube and whatever, so that's unfortunate for me. But yeah, that's unfortunate for us, I suppose. Right, I'm gonna have to use my awakening skill. Okay, that's done. Destroy more enemies right out here. Somehow, my control mode went back to WASD. Okay, let's try my G. Oh, hang on. New gear. I have to pick up stuff. Let's try G. T. I'm wondering how many loot did I miss out on from not remembering to use F to pick up stuff. Right, when you're zoomed out this far, you can now see like the textures on the ground, and you can see like some of the grass and environment assets from the top. Doesn't really look good. It's almost, again, unfortunately, you have to compare it with other Asian MMOs, Terra-like, Ion-like. The only thing is those games were made like how many years ago now, and Eternal Magic is somewhat new. So unfortunately, you know, because of the engine that they're running on, even newer games are going to look old simply because of the assets based on the capability of the engine that it's running on. So that's a downside, but at least it's smooth so far. Like, I'm not getting any like tearing, I'm not getting any optimization sort of, you know, stutters here and there. There has been a bit of popping in, basically, some of your in-town assets from buildings and stuff like that, but so far it's decent. If there was a way for me to put my FPS on screen, I would. I'm not having any issues with that either. Alright, hunt pickles to collect porcupine blood. And because the place is pretty far, it automatically put me on a horse, so that's your auto-pathing stuff for you. Jibril says DLC, not disc. Oh, I hear you. Okay, DLC, not disc. DLCs. I read it as discs, unfortunately, because Twitch chat is on my second monitor there, so the words are pretty small. Forgive me. Twin says, can you explain SWTOR, the state of it? How does it feel, and what's the payment model? Let's start with payment model. Right now, you can play as a free-to-play player all the way up to level 50, which means you can do all the 8 class stories available. Your Jedi, Master, on the Sith side, your Bounty Hunters, all those stories you can do absolutely for free. Now, one of the biggest changes coming is that when the expansion goes live on the 22nd of October, you will get the first 2 expansions for free as a new player, and that's Rise of the Hutt Cartel and Shadow of Revan. These are 2 expansions that previously you had to be a subscriber at least once to unlock it on your account permanently. No more. So if you're coming back as a returning player, a premium player, or a free-to-play player, you will now have 2 of those expansions available to play. But the 2 latest ones, of course, Knights of the Fallen Empire and Knights of the Eternal Throne, those are still going to require a subscription. So the best way to go about with that is to subscribe for just 1 month and then play a little bit, and once that month is over, you should have those expansions added to your account permanently as well. That's the sort of system that SWTOR uses. So for the new one, though, it's not going to happen like that. You need to stay a subscriber to access the current expansion, which is going to be Onslaught. As for state of the game, that's a more touchy, tricky subject to answer, because I've only recently come back, maybe the first time in 2018, to do the Jedi Under Siege content drop. But back then, there was this positivity surrounding SWTOR because for a long time, at least from the way I was looking at it, not a whole lot of people liked the Outsider storyline, because you had your excellent class stories, which were, you know, Sith versus Jedi, your typical, right, dark versus light, and then they sort of went away for that to do the whole Outsider thing in Ziost, and that, I don't know how you want to put it, maybe took away from the spirit of what a Star Wars narrative game should be. But the story itself was pretty good. It's just people wanted to be wanted it to go back to a more traditional SWTOR storyline. So that's why last year's Jedi Under Siege was pretty popular. You now have the Republic and, you know, the Sith again fighting against each other. So that's classic. As for where we are today, I still don't know. I honestly don't. The player base is always going to be there, you guys, because it's a Star Wars game. Again, the IP's there. You'll always have people playing it, spending money in the store. It's the same with other games like the Lord of the Rings Online. It's Lord of the Rings. People will always play it because it's the only one we've got so far. So you'll always have Lotro people buying stuff. Same with Dungeons and Dragons and Neverwinter. All these games with a big IP behind it. The player base may not be as big as it once was, but it's still going. I mean, that's to the extent I can tell you about SWTOR. Yay, did I just level up? Yeah, I think I did. Level 19. I've got a new active skill, Fiery Determination, and that's going to go here, I believe. Yep. Let's unlock that for 5,000 coin, and that is now done. So I'm almost unlocked most of my skills on my hotbar at level 19. And by the way, holy fuck, it's level 19. That's how fast it is to level in Eternal Magic. I'm not sure if that's because we're in the CBT right now or something else, but I would like to see the leveling curve go a little bit slower. Unless, of course, the reason why leveling is this fast is to really push us and shoehorn us into some of the more fun gameplay modes like dungeons and, of course, all the PvP modes coming our way. But so far, if you can enjoy this sort of grinding, leveling, killing monsters as you move along from zone to zone, then it's fine. You can just passively switch off and do this until you're at level 30 or something. Twin says, I see, I'm not too fond of these subscription models, but I like buy to play or cosmetic cash up stores and such. Yeah, it took me a long time to really embrace cash stores. Like when I first started, my first MMO was Lord of the Rings Online, and that was, of course, free to play. When I got into MMOs, I did not have any money. It was my first year in college, so my pocket money went into my tuition fees. So I had to play for free. And I thought cash stores were really normal. Until, of course, I started doing more of this stuff, reviewing MMOs on YouTube and everything, and then that's when you get more exposure. But now I've come to terms with it. Like, you'll understand the business side of things too. You know, getting to do what I do, you talk to a lot of people in the industry, especially developers, and once you hear their reasoning of why the cash store exists to really keep the game alive post-launch, because there's always going to be a drop in footfall, and by footfall I mean people coming and playing the game, and then you have the retention factor too, which simply means how many players are going to be staying playing your game after the initial buzz of the first 2-3 months of launch is gone. So the cash store is one of these stopgap solutions to try and help support the game where they don't have that sort of quick injection of money, because it's not like the developers are throwing them, you know, cash all the time. No, once you get past launch, that's the most difficult part, bringing in more sustained revenue, especially if you're a buy-to-play game. So games like Astelia and Arcage Unchained, of course, these two games, the first 2 months, okay, good, you've got all that quick fire injection of revenue from the buy-to-play model, but then what? How do you sustain that so that you can continue making content? Arcage is fine because they have a backlog of content. They've got 4 or 5 years of content already that we can re-experience in that game. Astelia is a brand new one, and they have to then decide, okay, where are we going to get the money from? So that's where the cash up stuff really comes into play. It's a good discussion for a different time, I feel, but you know, once you get to know that side of the business and how it works, and you can then A and B it for yourself, from a player perspective, when you jump into a game and when you see stuff in the store, and then you look at sort of the development history and roadmap. Okay, how much content has this game put out over the last 12 months? Does it make sense to then start introducing this type of cosmetics or pay-to-win items in the store? You can then correlate A and B and see whether or not it makes sense. Like, you can see what they're trying to do, and that gives you a fresh perspective on a game, which is something I recommend people do once in a while. Sometimes it's a really cool game, great story, excellent combat system, but people take one look at the cash store and go like, oh, I'm not playing this game, fuck this game, cash store. But there's a reason for it. Okay, let's move on. I'll try and get to level 20, and then I'll probably talk in guild a little bit, find out if there's any PvP modes we can do. Glorious Battle. Not activated. I would really like to jump into some PvP now that we do have a lot of skills. Okay, what are we killing? Iron Wolf guards. Alright, let's go ahead and use... Actually, I'm going to use one of my pet skills right now on this Iron Wolf guard. Let's do that. X. Whoa! That's pretty powerful. So I just wasted that, of course. That's like a one-shot. That's your ultimate pet ability, which now needs to recharge its rage. Use bombs against iron... Okay, so not only does it have your typical MMO, combat mechanics and whatnot, you also have interactive stuff, so your clicky stuff. So now we're going to be throwing bombs at Iron Wolf's Braves, which are these things. Can I do it from my mount? Nope. It's easy. Unfortunately, I right-clicked on that one, so my pet has totally taken that one out. Give me that loot. Last one, before we move on. Okay, next Oracle Guard. But first, let me check my inventory. Anything better here? Nope. Is that better? Nope. That's better. I'm gonna go do that one. And that's better too. As for this, 2 days of saddle riding. Yeah, why not? Okay, onward to Oracle Guards. Check in the chat. Twin Dennis says, cash store items with cosmetic is always relevant. People naturally want to look nice and look at nice things. It also puts food on the table of artists, which is self-reinforcing and it's healthy. I agree. Again, I'll say it again. If the cash store is handled in the right way, it's fine. And if it's communicated in the right way too. I mean, if it's just blatant and you can immediately tell when a cash store is just trying to blatantly make money for the wrong reasons, that's when you know, okay, these guys don't really deserve my money. While pay-to-win and practical cash shops are not that creative on their offerings, and we've got Endang in chat. Hey, Endang! How you doing, man? Says, are you on Twitch again? Yes, sir. I am back on Twitch to stream games that are coming out this month. In addition to the YouTube channel, because why not? I suppose. It's about time. My last Twitch stream was like January earlier this year, so time to let people know that I'm sort of back. Oh, hang on, horsey. Wrong way. He's trying to take me up the mountain. Let's go talk to Jack. We've got a new one, a new challenge called Twisting. I'm gonna skip that for now. But I have unlocked a new skill too. Standing Water, F7. You've got Troop Buff BP has increased. Oop, what was that? Endang has just subscribed. Thank you, Endang. I appreciate that. And I'll return the favor too. Whenever your next stream is. I had an issue buying... I had an issue getting my payment thingy on Twitch Amazon to work. Like, I couldn't buy bits. I couldn't do anything. So, until I added a PayPal. That was the trick. for whatever reason, my Amazon didn't want to take my credit card, but it does take my PayPal. So I now have bits at my disposal to throw at my favorite streams and streamers. So, and next says, next stream is tonight, celebrating 7 years of videos. Congratulations, man. Yeah, you've been at it for a long time, so congratulations on 7 years. If you let me know a time, I will try and make it, because it is almost midnight here, so I'm just afraid that if I go to bed, I'm gonna wake up like super late and totally miss the stream. So I'm gonna try and make it for you, man. But if I don't, I will try and catch you, no matter. Twin says, going out for now. Goodbye if I do not see you later in here. Yeah, thank you, Twin Dennis. Thank you so much for jumping in, and I will see you soon. Oh, Manthi's just cheered. Thank you, Manthi. Thank you. Thank you so much. Awesome. Endang says 12 hours from now, so that's 11 a.m. Got it. It's 11:40 p.m. here, so that's 11 a.m. Yeah, I could probably make it if I go to bed like within the next hour. I could probably make it. What are you streaming tonight? I'll probably try and host you too. New backpack item. Okay, great. So it does have that Asian MMO thing where you right click on that. That's gonna unlock more backpack slots. Gilded Pendant. I'll go ahead and use that with Mooney. So that is a pet skill for your pet. Yep, that gives you a new skill. What does this do? Some sort of a buff, I suppose, for one of her skills. Doesn't matter though. Like, I mean, all this stuff is great, but honestly, for the PvE, it really doesn't feel like it matters at all because it's so easy, except for maybe the 1 or 2 challenges that we just did, where, you know, it was a boss fight and it was a little challenging, but otherwise, the PvE so far is... You could do this in your sleep. You can actually turn auto-pathing on, and the only thing this game doesn't do is auto-combat. Because if they added that in, it may as well be like your mobile MMO or a browser MMO for that fact. So they don't have that. Yeah, that's why I sort of said it on YouTube that this is primarily going to focus on the PvE aspect of it. I just have a feeling. Unless, of course, the endgame rating and stuff is going to be good as well. And then says, tonight is Lotro and reacting to old videos. Oh, that sounds fun. I would like to see you react to like your first video. Like your first video on YouTube. I think that would be like super fun. Oh, what was that? What's going on here? Thank you, Endang. That's super cool. Yeah, I need to learn what these stuff do. Things like community subbing and sub gifting. I'll figure it out and I'll get the hang of it and I'll throw the love right back at you, man. Appreciate it. But yes, I'm looking forward to seeing you react to your first video. In fact, I have not seen your first video. That would have been 2012? 7 years ago? Like, I've recently sort of done that for my Patreon, where what I did was I reviewed my first review on the channel, and that was like, it wasn't even an MMO, it was for a game called XCOM 2, which is one of my favorite games, and it's so cringe. It really is so cringe. I could not do it. Alright, so dismantle items, equipment master, we've got something new here. Again, you can upgrade all the equipment you have as long as it's below level 60, or yeah, below level 60. Your 4 upgrades are entirely free, which is kind of cool. I do like that. Which is why, again, I say that the PvEs, the difficulty wise, is almost like a joke, because it doesn't matter at all. Okay, that's done. That can go back. I might as well upgrade everything. Done. Yeah, don't forget to do this, I suppose. Because it's easy to just forget a lot of these new mechanics whenever they pop up with you. Because the leveling is so quick, you're so fast. And I'm already level 20. Holy crap. How long have I been streaming for, guys? 2 hours at least? Yeah. So if I wasn't streaming and I was just focusing on moving ahead, I would have gotten level 20 in like 10 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. Because I haven't been to a dungeon yet. The game hasn't shown us a dungeon. The game hasn't shown us anything of substantial group content worthy. So you could totally get to level 20, I'm guessing 30 in an hour or two tops. And the max level for this game is, I want to say 50. I'm not sure. I did not see that information anywhere. So that's that. I've upgraded all my gear without spending any sort of money or items and other loot. And finally, we have the storekeeper, Hanka, who sells different stuff. Auto trading. I think it automatically sold junk in my bag. I could be wrong. I could be wrong there, but yeah, you can sell all your old gear, which you should probably deconstruct if you're not going to use it. Cool. I'm waiting for a bank, though. Was that a quest down here? Yep. Comms Grim. Damn it. Okay, that is now done. Now back to killing guards. Alright, back to the chat. NX says, yep, my first video doesn't exist anymore, but the oldest video on my channel, pretty cringe. Yeah, I'm big into Twitch now, so much Lotro support on here. Yeah, that's cool, because Lotro has the, what do you call it? The official Lotro stream, right? Yeah. That's pretty much, I kind of like that as well for like MMOs in general. Like Guild Wars 2 has one, the official Guild Wars 2 channel, where they let their sort of partners stream on the Guild Wars 2 channel. So I'm not much of a... While interesting, I don't think I am that... I don't think Guild Wars 2 players in general will find me interesting at all. Because I'm always going to critique aspects of the gameplay, and there's so much to jump to for new games that sometimes I'm just a lone wolf trying out new games. But it's something I may look into, though. I mean, YouTube is still gonna be my priority in terms of putting out videos and streaming every Sunday kind of thing for a new game. But I kind of miss Twitch. It's just so simple to set up and just go live here. Whereas YouTube, you know, there's so much stuff you gotta plan. Okay, am I done? No. So I've just realized something. Like 20 levels in, there's no aggro, like whatsoever. Like I'm standing in front of mobs and there's absolutely no aggro, which I'm not sure if working as intended or gameplay design. I just read somebody in chat say there's no quests after level 38. So that could be pretty interesting. I'm taking that with a grain of salt, of course. I don't know how true that one is. But if that's the case, let's see who the highest level in guild is. There's a level 40 already here. Loladis and CBT only opened 2 hours ago. And everybody else is within that range, level 30 to level 40. So yeah, leveling is going to be quick. What you do going from 31 to 40, I don't know. You could be grinding. Somebody said they didn't mind grinding mobs for XP points. If that's the case, then hey, maybe that's going to offer you some joy. Okay, that's done. Let's go put that back into the vessel or whatever they're calling it. You know, based on the performance so far, Ritual Magic, I'm quite sure this game can run on consoles if they wanted it to. Hobolt is now following the channel. Thank you, Hobolt. Welcome to the Twitch stream. Endang says, but so I'm basically just streaming on Twitch now and releasing VODs on YouTube. Nice. Yeah, that works. I suppose that's cool. Yeah, I will set up a hosting for you too, Endang, because there's a lot of people. Well, there's a few people I think on my Twitch that are also Lotro players, and we may there could be some folks who haven't watched your stuff or whatever, so I'm going to go ahead and add you to the hosting list. He also says, well, Minas Morgul is coming. I know, like I've been, unfortunately, looking at Lotro updates from afar, because there's so much going on right now for me with other games that I would like to come back and see like some of the new stuff, but I just cannot commit right now. It's crazy. It's on my bucket list though. That new instance. What else? I can't remember, but I'm missing one major update from Lotro that I still need to pick up. Uncollected items. This were sent to your inbox. I'm not sure from who. Challenge chest 1. I guess that's for defeating the challenge thing earlier. Alright, so I'm already level 21. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this part of the quest real quick. Andang is now hosting. Oh, thank you, Andang. Yeah. Again, I will return the favor in a bit. Ugh. Okay, it's kind of frustrating now that even these named monsters are not that hard to beat. Like, honestly, I'm gonna use my pet skill right now, and that's like that music playing in the background. That is my pet actually singing. I'm gonna use you now, which is my turn into a fire beast monster mode, and watch as my health doesn't go down at all. So it's really easy. I would have liked to see the difficulty curve go a little higher as you progress along, because you've got all these cool skills, you've got all the armor that you've already enhanced multiple times over, but it's meaningless because you have no way to show it, unless, of course, I hope they do give us some dungeons at the very minimum in the next, I don't know, level or two. But so far, that's a negative, as in no dungeons. Which should be a negative, I suppose. Oh, one more guy. Hang on. Let's go ahead and pop all our skills here. Yeah, with that many skills, I would expect my mana bar to go down too, because I am a spell sword, so using some of my abilities does consume mana, but nothing's going down, so... Ah, it's too easy. That's a long enabling process there. What is that, 15 seconds? Let's see what happens here. Cutscene? Cutscene? Yep. Cutscene. Oh, hello there, whoever we just released from whatever that big giant pearl thing was. Oh, that was it? Just a stroll out? Okay, stranger, was that you who made Jack look for me? Clara is her name. Okay, you've chosen this way after all. I entered the kingdom's dreams to find the lost magic of time, traveled back into the past and stopped Carissa. Oh, it's one of those typical Asian stories where she comes from. She traveled back in time to save the world and whatnot. I can tell you of 10 different MMOs who has that similar plot line of time travel to save the world. The good news is this involves an NPC and not us. Okay, what's the next one here? Use the teleportation circle to get back to Valand. Okay, to Valand we go. Okay, back to the chat here. Menti says, yes, still Lotro playing and will hit your stream up to Andang. Yeah, it's good to see, like I said earlier too, somebody who was asking me what's the, you know, what's going on with sort of Lotro. It's good to see that it's still going strong and still releasing content, so. And one of the comforting things is there's always a Lotro to go back to, you know, there's always a Lotro to come home to. So that's pretty comforting. Of course, until you know, touch wood, nothing happens to Lotro. But we do have, of course, that new MMO from Amazon now, who's taken over development, and whenever that comes out, so it'll be fun to see two Lotro games, well, two Lord of the Rings online MMOs existing with each other. Level 22, level freaking 22. This is getting ridiculous. New ability as well, Flash. Where can I find that skill? Let's go ahead and open up the skill panel. So Flow of Fire, I can now upgrade that, of course. What do I want to do? Frosty Flow, Ice Shelter, let's go ahead and pick that. So now that I've learned that, I'm pretty sure I can just... hang on, I need to change my... from mouse mode to keyboard mode. That means I'm not gonna move a whole lot. Right, Flow of Fire, I've unlocked that one. So all you gotta do is click between the two of them to swap whatever you want as active. So I'm gonna keep that for now. Any other skills I can unlock? Yep, there it is. That one, Flash, teleport to any target location. So you guys all saw me dueling that mage at the top of the stream, and I lost because I could not close the distance between me and a ranged caster. So this is the skill that's gonna help my melee class. Teleport to the target location. I'm gonna buy that one, of course. And then I can swap it out with... Alright, I've swapped it out with that one. Which was this. Cool. And for runes, what runes can I use? This effect turns into a small jump. All enemies... No, I want to stun. I want to jump and stun. Frost damage. I want to stun. No. No. I guess jumping and stunning will be too OP, right? So I guess I can just remove slowdown and paralysis for myself. I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so I'm sort of building for a more hybrid PvP thing going on, because some zones in this world, I suppose, once you get there, like Lava Gorge, I remember reading about this. This is a PK zone. This is an open world PvP zone. Hang on, what? Player 7 Siren invites you to try the new Silok Candy. What's going on here? Well... I guess I've been invited to try sweet. Life is a box of chocolates. Each has its own taste. Thanks for the sweets. That's pretty cool. But, I mean, we're all in the CBT guild in here, so... that's one of the social aspects you can do. Buy some sweets, eat lollipops like earlier. That's pretty fun. Alright, check it out in chat. Anang says, hey, why limit yourself? Oh, Twin Dennis has just subscribed. Thank you, Twin Dennis. Hey, I thought you had to go earlier. What gives, bro? But hey, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Mulletich in chat says, is you plan to save the world based on Back to the Future? Tony Stark, it never works. I know. And PvP, yep. Eternal Magic is it does has PvE, but it's going to be primarily a PvP game. And if you do play MOBAs like Dota, League of Legends, you know, that kind of thing, this game has an inbuilt MOBA mode because it has a mouse mode, which means I can play it like a Diablo style game with point to click, with click to move and PvP. So there's two modes of playing this MMORPG, and the MOBA PvP mode sort of just works. So I find it pretty interesting, I suppose. But it remains to be seen if the CBT is going to be populated enough to get enough players to start doing PvP in here. I'm not sure. But based on my guild right now, which is a bunch of CBT members, I think we've got a good amount in here. We got 43 online at the moment, so I guess we're getting there.
The people are on our side.
Did I miss anything in chat? Andang says, hey, why limit yourself to just saving the world in your own time? True. The only issue is we've done it so many times in the past with other games. Mandy says, oh, watch out. She may ask you to marry her for sweets. Honestly, I wouldn't mind marrying like a random stranger in this MMO anyway, because whoever you marry, both of you will have benefits. Like, I'm not sure if there's a way to check in-game like some of that information about marriage and stuff. So it looks like I've just unlocked the crafting panel. Okay. You do have energy in here, which I assume you will need to consume in order to craft. Yeah, that's about it. I don't see any other systems. Oh, achievement panel is right here. Oh, okay, I like that. So, for this MMO, Eternal Magic, your achievements leads to a big chest of goodies. Titles, parameters for the title, simply means you're wearing that title will give you stats. And this is all earnable in game, of course. And they give you cash as well. I like achievement systems that actually gives you rewards for, you know, earning these achievements in game instead of just unlocking points for who knows what. Most MMOs tend to overlook the achievement system. I'm glad this one doesn't. So now we're gonna go do a new form of content called instance quests. Let's do that. Oh man, I gotta say my expectations of jumping into this were sort of below middle, like halfway at the bottom, simply because, and I mean no disrespect by this, you know, because I am actually half of it. I'm half Chinese. This is a Chinese MMORPG, and then it's ported over to Russia, and now is being ported over to America and Europe. So, you can tell immediately by looking at it what kind of a game it is, but it's actually not too bad. Like, if you see it for what it is and you're able to have fun, just, you know, casually leveling and getting ready for whatever PvP and GVG comes your way, it's not too bad. If you want a proper sort of theme park MMO, which has a really structured leveling system with a good narrative that tells you a lot about the world, has great characters, this is not that sort of game. And it's of course free to play, so there's going to be things in the cash shop at launch, which is not in the CBT, which is what we're in, that may not make you happy. For example, cosmetics, for example, gives you stats, as you can see. Strength, agility, intelligence, so there's that. But so far for what it is and what it... Oh my god! I nearly fell down there. Holy crap. Let's try not to fall. And go back to Evelyn. Okay, tell you what guys, we'll do this one instance quest and then I'm gonna call it for tonight. It's midnight and I gotta go to bed early if I want to catch Andang's stream in 12 hours time. Okay. We're going back to Odom. Please be good, and I hope the instance quest is actually a dungeon. Look, I'd even take solo dungeons at this point, just so, you know, we can have a place to properly execute skills and a place to use our builds and test out these things in a group environment where it's not just... It doesn't just feel like a solo RPG, because so far that's what it feels like. For most of the leveling anyway. You destroyed the barrier. Haven't I told you that I don't want you to interfere? Yeah, voice acting was too much to hope for, of course. That's... I would have loved... I've been spoiled by so many awesome MMORPGs that have voice acting in it. So with this one, you're just gonna have to read the subtitles and deal with it. That was it? Okay. Still waiting for this instance quest, by the way. In fact, while I'm here, I may as well ask the guild. Guild. There it is, guild. Level do dungeons and PvP unlock. Let's see if we get a response. Meantime, we're going to be killing incurable sprouts and getting fresh pollen from run sprites. Let's use my new specialization skill, Ice Shelter, which receive bonus armor. Let's see what that looks like. And this is a targeted on-ground ability. So that's basically if I stay in here, I'm gonna get armor, extra armor, that kind of thing. Hang on, am I in Diablo mode? Yep, I'm in Diablo mode. So let's play it like a Diablo. I actually prefer this mode over your usual WSD, especially for this game anyway, because it does have the capability to handle it. Alright, let's try the other skill. I'm gonna do R, teleport there, bam! That's gonna help me on PvP as a melee. 16-second cooldown though. I did not get a response for what level this dungeons and PvP unlock, so I'll probably have to go research that later on to try and figure out when we're gonna do some fun group stuff. R. Wham. Yeah, I really like my build. I'm pretty happy with that. I have a good mix of defense, offense, and gap closers for PvP whenever that comes. Oh, hang on. I see another player here with something above their head at an event. Whatever that means. There's no events going on right now that I know about. Okay, great. This essence of life is not contaminated. Now I will wake the children of the forest up. Oh my goodness, I'm so close to like level 30. No, level 24. Why did I even say level 30? Are we gonna enchant again? No, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop enchanting for like the next 2 levels just to make sure that the difficulty is not that easy, because that would totally... Yeah, I think it's too easy. Oh, hang on. Mercenary patrol quests. What are these? We accept any errands from anyone. That's a good way to receive generous reward. Can be received by reaching level 35. So what is it doing in a level 23 zone if that board can only be picked up at 35? Probably can come back and do some more killing quests or whatnot. Because there's a teleport system, look, you can teleport all over the world and it doesn't even take currency to travel. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Okay, and with that, I think I'll stop here, you guys. I'll stop here. It's been about 2 hours or almost 3 hours of me checking this game out. This is Eternal Magic, an MMORPG by 101 Studios, I think they're called. Yeah, 101. 101 XP Studios from Russia, based on this game from China. It's currently in closed beta testing, which is what we're doing right now. This is the CBT, which opened today for both NA and EU. Both have servers. And to get into it, if you want to get into it, you have to purchase one of 3 packs. Cheapest one is $15 US. That's going to give you guaranteed access to Eternal Magic's CBT. Otherwise, sign up for an account on the website and you may be raffled into one or something like that. I don't know. The next best thing is, of course, the open beta test. When is that coming? Nobody knows. I'm hearing it could be early 2020. The game's full launch is definitely going to be in 2020 as a free-to-play game. So even while now we're paying to get into the CBT, at least I did, when it launches, it's going to be free-to-play. What kind of a game is it? You pretty much saw me play through a lot of the gameplay. I got to level 23 in 2 hours, 3 hours. Leveling is super easy. The combat is decent with the amount of skills it gives you and how you can build your class for your different game modes. Like I'm building for PvP, which I think is going to be fun in this game. Otherwise, graphics is, for the lack of a better word, meh. Optimization is so-so. It's better than most Asian MMORPGs. And the fact that you can play in 2 modes and it does run okay with decent FPS and no tearing, I am a little impressed. So maybe this could be a mobile game. Maybe they can put it on the Switch. Who knows? I don't even know what their plan is with that. But this is part of my plan to check out this game for my YouTube content and review, which I'll do at a later date. But that's all for tonight's stream, you guys. So real quick, I want to thank everybody in Twitch chat for joining me tonight. Yes, I'm back on Twitch and I plan to stream more regularly. I don't have a schedule up right now, but I'll try and figure something out because this month there's a lot of MMOs I'll be jumping into. And you probably see a whole lot of them on Twitch. So if you haven't yet already, you can follow me on Twitch. Just hit that follow button and you'll get notified whenever I go live. Down there in the social panel, there's a Discord link. Join my Discord. That's where I usually post whenever I'm going live or if there's anything interesting. And giveaways. Giveaways are big. We all like them. I'll plan to have one probably once a month or something like that. So join the Discord. And lastly, if you're watching on Twitch but haven't checked me out on YouTube, go do that. That's where the bulk of my MMORPG portfolio is, really. My reviews, news, discussions, and the occasional big live streams on a Sunday night for proper MMO launches all happen on YouTube. Head on over to YouTube, subscribe there if you haven't yet already. That's it for me, you guys. Thanks so much again for joining in. This is Eternal Magic. I'm Jeremy Adrian, and I'm signing out. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you soon.